The time has finally come. Nebraska's 2027 recruiting class has been hyped up to levels I have never seen before. The Huskers are going after multiple 5-stars, elite names, and so much more. So in today's video, I've given in. We're going to be doing one of the most highly anticipated film reactions ever done before on WilsonDittman Sports. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Huskers' top prospect in the entire recruiting class, the #1 tight end in America. You already know who this is. 5-star, 6'7" weapon, Ahmad Hudson. We're going to be reacting live to the best of the best from his high school highlights as only a sophomore, and we're going to see what we have in store potentially for the next 3 to 4 years as a Nebraska Cornhusker. And then I'm going to give you a big update around his recruitment, what's been going on recently, and why I'm very confident that the Huskers could land him. So really quick, this is going to be a fun video. I'm fired up. If you are too, hit that like button. And also, if you're a diehard Nebraska fan and you're not subscribed, this is a place for you for daily content talking Huskers. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. But without further ado, we have a lot to get into. Reacting live to the best of the best from Ahmad Hudson's highlights. 5-star tight end, #1 prospect at his position in the entire 2027 recruiting class. A legit 6'7", 230 pounds. He's also a 4-star power forward on the basketball court, so a guy can do both. But man, this guy is an absolute special athlete. We know that Trey Taylor, he's been trying to peer recruit him to get into Nebraska. We'll get back to that at the end of the video, but let's just get things started with his film. I've heard it's crazy. Let's get it going. So right off the bat, you see the stats on your screen, a little bit over 700 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, 41 catches. Phenomenal stats as a sophomore, and he's only getting better. Let's get it going here. So he's at wide receiver there in the slot. Man, you just see the size right off the bat. He gets 6'7", legit height. Oh yeah, look at that speed. Right off the bat, he shows his athleticism, little cut on a little comeback route, says, hey, easy touchdown, I'm going to burn you. Not only am I tall, but I'm also quick. And just look at that. What are we doing here? So he flashes the speed and says, you know what? On the second highlight, I'm going to use my size. I'm going to completely mosh you. Goes up and gets it in the end zone. I mean, as a opposing defensive back, you just can't do anything about that. 6'7" Ahmad Hudson, I would just give up. I would give up on the spot. Right there at tight end. Good throw by the quarterback. Get it to him. Break that tackle. Yes, sir. Too easy. Too easy. Okay, so right off the bat, speed, size, can break tackles. What can he do? I want to see some blocking highlights on here, Mod. Let's put some blocking highlights on here as well. It's just looking better as it gets going. Once again, at tight end. There you go. Okay, he got some legit speed to him, man. He got some legit speed. I know everybody loved talking about his height, but he literally has some speed. He runs probably about a 4'6", 4'5", which is great as a tight end who's as big and tall as he is. I mean, that's just too easy. That's just too easy. Once getting in the slot, I mean, he just runs and go right wide open. He's going to take that every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. Right down the boundary. Just a go route. Throw it up to him. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness. Break the tackle. Almost did. Almost did. Okay. Right back at tight end. I want to see some blocking highlights here. Oh, never mind. He was out wide. He was out wide. Go up and get it. Go up and get it. Oh, my goodness. And look at him. He's ragdolled the defender. Hold on. Let's go back to this real quick. Let's go back to this. He catches it and he ragdolls the defender an extra 10 yards down the field. Oh, my goodness. He's like a Gronkowski out here. Nobody can even tackle him with his size. I mean, it's not a 50-50 ball around him. I'm just going to say that. It's more about a 100-0 ball. 100 times out of 100, he's going to come down with it. Can't say that very often. Another broken tackle. Somebody can make plays after the catch as well. Checks a lot of boxes. Look at that play strength. Find through blocks, wide open. See what he can do. Look at that speed. There you go. Low the shoulder. All right. Once again, back out wide out. Break the tackle. Nice play. Yep. And he got some guys nice speed. He jumps off line of scrimmage, has some nice explosive to some good quickness. Again, that's just very rare of somebody his size, right? I mean, he's just a freak athlete, right? Checks every single box. The route running is very polished, which is something I'm impressed by. Obviously, he needs to continue to get better, but from a sophomore, again, he's only 15 years old in these highlights. From a sophomore, it's incredible. And the route running is only going to get better. The physicality is only going to get better. I mean, he's 230 in these highlights. When he's a senior in high school, he's probably going to be about 260, right? It's crazy. Back out wide out here. Yep, comes back to football. Nice little catch. Yes, sir. Oh, look again. I think, honestly, that's the most impressive thing so far about Ahmad Hudson. Again, the size is great. The hands, they're phenomenal. But it's been that run for catchability. He's broken tackle time and time again. That's hard to do, right? He has, a very high center of gravity with how tall he is. It's hard for these guys to break tackles consistently. He does it very easily. And pretty much in every scenario, it takes about 2 guys to bring him down. Just don't really see that too many times from these tight ends. Great play strength. I mean, doing it again, right? Taking 2 guys to bring him down. Back there in the slot. There you go. Go up and get it. Yes, sir. Can't complain. Can't complain. I want to see some blocking highlights. That's the only thing. Like, the only thing I want to see. Nice little pop pass. Yes, sir. And I also kind of wish we could see him use his, size a little bit more on these contested catches. Like, if I'm this football team, Russ in Louisiana, every time on the goal line, doing the same play. Put him out wide and say, you know what? Let him go to work. Let him go to work. So, all right. That was Ahmad Hudson. That was his sophomore year. Let's talk about an update around his recruitment. What's been going on recently? My takes over his film, things he needs to work on. But, talk a little bit really quick about his film, and then we'll get to the update, right? I mean, it was phenomenal, right? The speed, the size, the run for catchability. Again, I wish we saw some more physicality. I wish we saw more blocking. The route running, obviously, is going to continue to get more crisp. It was pretty solid as a sophomore. It needs to take that step forward. But just from an upside standpoint, man, about as freaky as it gets at tight end. He could be an absolute game changer with Trey Taylor. So that brings us to the update. What's been going on recently? Is he actually going to commit to Nebraska? Do we have a chance here? Because, when you look at the offers, he is every single football offer you can imagine. I mean, you got Alabama in here. You got LSU, which is arguably the favorite. You got Florida State. You got Florida. You got Ohio State, North Carolina, Oregon, TCU. So, again, a bunch of big name schools going after him. As you'd imagine, he's number 1 tight end in America, right? All of that's very deserved. But there's a couple reasons why Nebraska, in my opinion, they're the runner-up right now. Obviously, LSU is number 1. I'm not going to BS you. LSU has been number 1 for some time now. He's from Louisiana. They do a very good job recruiting that state. LSU's number 1. But that could very well change depending on what they do this year. Brian Kelly, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't love him down there. We could see if they make a change. We don't know. If Nebraska continue to win games, can be aggressive with NIL, which they will be, I see no reason why the Huskers can't land him. But the reason why Nebraska right now is number 2 is because we've offered him to play basketball as well, which is huge. He wants to play basketball at the next level. He's a 4-star power forward, as you imagine, with his height. So Nebraska is one of the only few teams that's offered him to play both. I think LSU, Alabama, Nebraska, maybe Mississippi State as well. So really, those are the schools that I would look out for right now in his recruitment. He wants to play both sports. It's going to be LSU until we see otherwise. But Nebraska right now, they are the runner-up. Trey Taylor said multiple times that he wants Ahmad Hudson more than any other player in this class. And he wants Jameer Brown as the number 1 wide receiver, but he wants Ahmad Hudson even more. And we know what Ahmad Hudson did when he got to Lincoln about a month ago, 2 months ago at this point. He was putting on a show. He was putting on a show at that 77 camp. He was the MVP. He was Micah Parsons level from what we saw about a decade ago. So Ahmad Hudson, he's going to be a game changer at the next level. We need him here. It looks good for now. It doesn't look great. Obviously, LSU right now is the heavy favorite, but Nebraska, they continue to chip away, win football games. Trey Taylor needs to continue that peer recruiting up. We could see a lot change there, but very excited about Ahmad Hudson. Now, in a world where Ahmad Hudson does not commit to Nebraska, don't be concerned, because we have a couple other pretty good tight end prospects in this class. Looking at you, Cooper Twillinger, the number 1 player in South Dakota, borderline top 100 prospect. Nebraska right now, arguably the favorite to land him. They could very well land 2 tight ends in this class. I think they're going to have pretty much over 25 guys in the cycle alone, but Cooper Twillinger, another guy I would keep my eyes out for coming out of South Dakota. Let's just watch one clip. I want to watch one clip of this guy, or we'll give him one clip. 6'5" tight end out of South Dakota. This film better be, I'm just going to watch one clip from him. Let's see. You get one play to impress me, Cooper Twillinger. Here we go. At the tight end spot, 6'5", goes up and gets it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good catch raise there. Good catch raise. Cooper Twillinger, another guy I would look out for. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts down below about Ahmad Hudson's film. Man, it was dominant. Let me know what you're thinking down below. Hey, if you made it this far, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. As always, folks, go Met Rule, and I'll see you in the next one.